Body bags where horror lies.
Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to week 111 here on Body Bags. I am your host Moodz616, and thank you once again for stopping in on this Sunday, guys. Yeah, week 111 is here, and I've got another random review for y'all, guys. This one right here is going all the way back to the year I was born in 1980, and it's by a very, very well-known cult director by the name of Fred Olen Ray. Of course, Fred Olen Ray is mostly known for directing Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers and Scalps. Those are two big titles that he's well known for among films like Biohazard and a slew of others. He's got tons and tons of films underneath his belt. Of course, not all horror films. He's dipped into other genres and whatnot. And of course, this one right here is basically classified as his like first attempt at making a real film. So it's kind of like his first big film. And it is, of course, in 1980. And it's called Alien Dead. Yeah. Apparently this film had a budget about $12,000. And in 1980, man, that's actually a lot of money. I mean, inflated to today's standards, it's probably like $50,000. Kind of makes you wonder where the money goes sometimes. Anyways, getting into the plot of this one, it basically centers around some people that get hit with a meteor. Apparently they're on a houseboat way back in the day, and this meteor hits this houseboat, and it turns these people into like these alien-type zombies. So now they're out in the swamp, and what they do is they feed on alligators. So now when all the alligators are no longer around for them to eat, they've ate them all, they start to feast on the people of the small town and stuff like that. So in comes a scientist, and he's very curious on why there's such a huge depletion of, you know, alligators and crocodiles and stuff, because at one time apparently it was infested with them, and now there's absolutely none. So he's made his way to the swamp, and he's asking some questions around and stuff, and you know, he's trying to get some answers to where these alligators went and stuff. And of course, carnage ensues, and that is your synopsis of the film right there. Now my thoughts on this one. Of course, it's Fred Olen Ray. You know what you're getting yourself into. Really, really low budget type stuff. But pretty fun, I have to say. For a first like real attempt at making a film, it's actually not too bad. I was impressed with the way the film actually looked. The film stock that they used on this, well, apparently Fred Olen Ray had actually thought that the original negatives and stuff were all lost, and some collector actually contacted him and said that he had a brand new print, 60mm print that was still unopened that he bought from the distributor years before, so that's what he used to put out this DVD with. So the film actually looks pretty good. It's not bad. There's no damage to the elements or anything, so that actually kind of took me back a little bit. I will say, you know, the cinematography in the film is very low budget and stuff. There's a lot of, you know, daytime shots that seem like nighttime shots and vice versa. It's really kind of strange how it works. It's kind of got that like lost continuity to some of the scenes and stuff like that. But you know, it's got that low budget charm that I love about these type of films. The acting, surprisingly, in the film isn't overly that bad. You know, it's got this really ridiculous premise that we've seen a million times. You know, somebody goes into the swamp where, you know, they're trying to investigate something, and then carnage ensues. Yeah, it is what it is. The zombies are basically kind of like if you mixed up Bruno Mattei's Hell of the Living Dead with like redneck zombies, and you kind of mixed in some like the zombies from Shockwaves. You get these zombies right here. I was actually quite impressed that, you know, he used zombies in the swamp, actually. Like, these zombies would be underneath the water, and they'll come out of the water and get people like sharks and stuff. That I was actually pretty impressed with. But the makeup and effects and stuff, the makeup is atrocious. It's really low budget and shitty, but it's pretty funny actually at times. But oddly enough, there's really no like effects in this film. There's no blood, or there's no gore. There's a little bit of blood and stuff, but there's no gore, which I was kind of disappointed, because Fred Olen Ray is pretty much known for having a little bit of gore and, you know, over the topness in his films and stuff. Not so much in this one. Is probably due to the budget constraints and stuff, but you know, it is what it is. There's some actually probably unintentional funny moments in this film, to do with characters. Like, they've got the silly, stupid cop in this film that is not over the top or anything. He's just kind of dumb and stuff. And, there's certain other scenes in the film that are just, they're edited funny that were making me laugh and stuff. It's the epitome of, B filmmaking. And it's just a lot of fun, It's not mind-blowing fun or anything. It's not like gutter boring or anything. But I will say there's certain scenes in the middle of the film that actually do drag a little bit. And I felt like some of the scenes, I think that Fred might have put back into the film, I think kind of made it, just drag a little bit. Even with a runtime of like 73 or 74 minutes, you can feel like there was scenes that were put in there just to kind of extend it just a little bit. But overall, it's got that low budget charm that I always dig. It's got that real hillbilly type soundtrack that works for the setting and where it's taking place. It takes place in the South, so you got all these hillbillies and rednecks and stuff running around, shooting their guns and just acting like rednecks and stuff. So that's always fun to see with that, hillbilly, banjo music and stuff, which it's fitting to the film. It's really fitting. So that's always enjoyable. But it doesn't really have a whole lot more to offer, really. The ending's pretty blah, it's not really the most exciting ending to the film. Kind of funny, a little ridiculous, but nothing too special here. But if you like Fred Olen Ray films, definitely give this one a shot if you've never checked it out. It was released by Retro Media. This is the 25th anniversary, so I'm assuming that this one came out in 2005. Obviously it came out in 1980, but it is what it is. I just really wish that they had to put more gore into this, because it would have kind of made it feel a little bit more like a, like a zombie film. These zombies were weird because, like I said, they could go in the water, and it was pretty laughable. Some of the zombies had some decent makeup on that was still really bad, and some just plain didn't really have that much on at all. And they also did weird things like hanging people and other things. It was just kind of adds to the flavor of the film. But Alien Dead, I'm ranting. There's not really a whole lot to say about this one. If I had to rate this, I don't even know if I could fully recommend this film, but I'm going to give this one just a 4.5 out of 10. It's really fun. It's not for everybody. Even though it has replay value for myself, it's not a very well-made film, to be honest, at all. But it is a lot of fun. So, check it out at your own risk. Alien Dead, yeah. So that is going to do it for week 111 here on Body Bags. Check you guys next week in week 112. Peace out, homies.